In this video, we're going to start talking about example 3, which actually was an AP question in 2016. So looking at part A here, it's asking, well, first of all, function f is a Taylor series about x that converges to f of x for all x in the interval of convergence. It is known, so look at this, they gave us the first term, they gave us the derivative of the first term, or of f of 1. And then the nth derivative of f at x equals 1 is given by this. So they gave us all of that. So they didn't actually give us a function. They gave us information about the function. And that says it's for when n is greater than or equal to 2. So what we're supposed to do is write out the first 4 non-zero terms and the general term for the Taylor series for f. So the first 4 terms, the first term we know is just this. So we're going to say that, and we're going to call it, because it says it's f, so instead of saying p sub 4, we're going to just say f of x equals. My first term would be, the value would be this, so plus. My second term, remember we do the derivative, times x, and this is because it said Taylor at about 1, we would say x minus 1 to the first over 1 factorial, which obviously I don't have to write the ones. Then my next one, I need to plug into here. So I'm going to be plugging a 2 in for the n value. I'm sorry, take that. Let's see. I plug a 2 in for the n values, correct. Okay, so I would end up with, so f, a second derivative evaluated at 1 would be negative 1 squared times 2 minus 1 factorial over 2 squared. So let's simplify that. So this is just going to be positive 1. 2 minus 1 would be 1. Factorial would just be 1. And then so it would be 1/4. So I would have plus 1/4 x minus 2 squared over 2 factorial. And then we're going to plug in 3 because I need the first 4 non-zero terms. So the third derivative evaluated at 1 would be negative 1 cubed times 3 minus 1 factorial over 2 to the third, which is going to be negative 1, or just negative. And then 3 minus 1 is going to be 2 factorial over 2 cubed is 8. So this would be like negative 2 over 8. And I know that reduces, but we're going to just leave it like that for now. So negative 2 x minus, I wrote this wrong. This should have been a 1, not a 2. X minus 1 squared times x minus 1 cubed over 3 factorial. So that's the, oh, we need that 8, sorry. That's the polynomial, okay? But we could simplify that just a little bit more so I can get my general term a little bit better. So I'm going to say negative x minus 1 divided by 2 plus, this is looking like x minus 1 squared over 2 squared times 2. This would be really times 1, right? If I expanded the 3 factorial, I would get that. So my 2's could cancel. So I've got minus x minus 1 cubed over, this is the same as saying 2 cubed times 3. So my general term would be the sum as n equals 0 to infinity. Actually, we don't have to write that part out. I'm looking at the answer key. We don't have to write that. We just have to write, like, in general what this would be. I know if I'm getting that alternating signs, I want to do negative 1 to the n. Then it's looking like my numerators are all x minus 1 to the n. And then we're dividing by, look at this. This is 2 to the first, 2 to the second, 2 to the so it's looking like it's the n. So 2 to the n. And then this also looks like the n value there. So times n would be our general term.